Sky is the limit for all the opportunities that we have.
Who can do enrolled agent course and at what age? The group of the students what you enroll, they actually get the results. Like we were talking yesterday, and one of your student cleared all the three.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yes. It was a coincidence.
great, great, great.
Yes.
Oh, so after knowing the great insights and benefits of doing enrolled agent course, the next question is tell us about the qualification, how to get into the enrolled agent course, and what's the right student, not the audience, but the student for this course. Who can do enrolled agent course and at what age? 7 preceding previous years. So it
Right.
is like PP wise, we write preceding previous
Yes.
years, and they say PP is Pani Puri. I said, no, it's not Pani Puri, it's the preceding previous year. Hello, all of you. Welcome to this podcast series called as Commerce Career Talks. Here we'll be inviting industry experts, teaching experts, mentors. They will guide you in lot of different careers which are there for commerce students. So this is going to be very helpful for those who have completed their 10th, 12th, graduation, already enrolled into CA, CMA kind of career, or those who are working, or those who want to rejoin after the break. Everyone will get the best of the insights and all details about different commerce careers available, right? So let us begin today's episode. And here, the title for today is Your Gateway to Global Tax Career, that is Enrolled Agents. And I have with me special guest for today. Oh, the host name. I'm CA Dipti Chheda here, and we have with us our special guest for today, Sri Lakshmi.
Hi, Dipti. Thank you for
Hello.
having me on your show.
Same here. It's a great pleasure.
Same, I'm
Sri
so
Lakshmi.
excited. Yeah.
Yeah, Sri Lakshmi is a tax planning expert, a mentor, educator, and a coach to hundred of students in enrolled agents course, right? Lakshmi, welcome to the show, Commerce Career Talks. This episode is all yours.
Thank you. It's actually a very good opportunity for people who are watching this show because we're going to have a very in depth talk about what is EA and then bust all the myths and give them a very brief but a detailed talk about it.
Absolutely. Then let us quickly dive into.
Sure.
Let us exactly first know what is enrolled agents, the qualification, the duration, the exam in the first part, because that's what is the most questioned by students.
Sure.
So let us know what is EA stands for. And
Yes. So EA is enrolled agent, and enrolled agent is the highest credential given by the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service. IRS is actually part of the US Treasury Department. So if we see the IRS website also, we will have that, it's a US government website. And
okay.
the enrolled agents, they are at par with attorneys, they're at par with CPAs, they can represent clients across the US and on any tax matters at any of the IRS offices. So it's a very powerful designation.
Okay, so as if we are practicing in our Indian Income Tax Act system in India, that's what globally you are practicing in US taxation, right?
Exactly. Yes. So
So Srila, yeah,
EA is relevant only for the taxation.
US taxation.
US taxation. Yes.
Yeah. But when it is relevant to US taxation, how does it has job opportunities or relevance in India? If once we clear enrolled agents, what all are the benefits and opportunities available for our students in India? Because not only students, parents are also watching this.
Okay. So that's a great question. So there has been accounting, it has already been outsourced to India, and taxes. There are many reasons why taxation, US taxation, is more outsourced to India actually. There is a recent publication by Reuters wherein, we can consider this kind of KPO as something which the IT industry had way back in the 90s. So that is how much of work that is expected to be outsourced to India, the tax work. The main reason being there's an acute shortage of tax professionals, CPAs in the US. That is one thing, and then it's a global thing. EA is a global thing. The many people compared to India, US has about 329 million people. Out of that, about 50% of them, they file their taxes. Out of the 50% who file their taxes, 95% of them do it online. So whether I'm in the US, whether I'm in India, I can completely do it online. We do the e-filing, so why not India? Why not anywhere in the world?
Okay,
And
that's a great opportunity.
yes, the opportunities are tremendous. Like apart from big fours, the many companies, even the small and medium companies, and something online with big fours also. They establish these GCCs. Even our finance minister, that was one of the reasons why finance minister laid out a detailed plan and incentives for setting up of GCCs in India, the global capability centers. So most of these people, they're setting up these GCCs for the CPA firms in the US, they have their own GCCs in India. Because why, instead of KPO, why direct GCC? Because of they're seeing something called, you know, a talent pipeline is missing in the US, which that they see that talent available in India. So
Okay.
having that EA tag will actually add a lot of weight to the resume.
Okay. So, the conclusion of the benefits of doing this enrolled agent courses, they will have job opportunities in Big Four. They can do individual practice as for US taxation. They can
Yes.
work in group. And can they help those companies who have set up, US companies who have set up the offices in India? Or like I'm from Hyderabad, we have so many NRIs. So, some personal taxation also, will it be helpful?
Oh yes, because it is very common these days. It's so common that expat taxation, because most of the people, they have their rental properties, their passive income in India. So having two triple fives or triple one six on the tax is a norm, and
Yeah.
sky is the limit for all the opportunities that we have.
Oh, so after knowing the great insights and benefits of doing enrolled agent course, the next question is tell us about the qualification, how to get into the enrolled agent course, and what's the right student, not the audience, but the student for this course. Who can do enrolled agent course and at what age?
So, as per the IRS, anybody who's done their plus 12 is, eligible to complete, to go and become an enrolled agent. But somebody who's been in the industry, it is very concept oriented. Enrolled agent is very much concept oriented. So, for somebody to really enjoy and pass the exam, or, do what they're doing, I would say somebody after in their third year of graduation, and
Yes.
any professionals, any CAs, CMAs, for CAs and CMAs, it will open there, it will add, be a huge value addition. And for students, it's actually opening up international career opportunities for them. And for even for homemakers also,
Okay.
after you take a break, because you can do it from home, and then because we do it online, and once we gain that credibility with the prospective employer, there'll be a lot of outsourcing opportunities. They can do it from home. um, so yeah.
Right. So this is you being so honest, very nice of you that you said though eligibility is after 12th, the best of it would be while you complete your graduation. In the last year of the graduation, if you enroll, you will understand the accounts and the taxation well. And students, if they are midway through their other career journeys like CA, CMA, all these courses, along with that also they can pick up this enrolled agent course and it will add on with their degree, right?
Yes. Yes.
And the best part, as far I know, is it's all MCQ based exam. So little
Yes.
bit about the subject and the exam. if you can let us
Sure.
know, put insights on that.
So it has only three papers. Enrolled agent, like so compared to the other professional exams, it has only even CPA. It has only three papers and individuals, business, and representation.
Okay.
It's about 4 hours. The actual exam time is 4 hours, but then the time we attempt the exam is 3.5 hours. First, we need to have something called a PTIN, which is a preparer taxation. So there should be a nominal fee which we pay. It's about $20 nominal fee, and then we need to submit our notarized document because we're from India. We need to submit our notarized document. A passport, a standalone passport, is good enough. We have the PTIN, and then we take the coaching. It can be self-prepared or somebody like us, somebody who's well versed and who can guide you not just in learning but how you attempt and how you go through the exam. So that mentoring aspect of it. So once you prepare well for the exam, we need to attempt the exam through a prometric centers, like like these like GMAT and TOEFL are attempted, right?
Yeah.
So prometric centers, it's again online thing. We go and we pay the fee is about $267 per paper, and we create an account on the prometric site account, and it gives us a confirmation number which we'll use every time we want to you know uh, s- like the dates, we want to book the date and everything. We do that, and once the dates are available, then you just go, be cool like a cucumber, write the exam, and get it done.
Okay. So in 3.5 hours, they have to attempt 100 MCQs for
Yes,
each paper, and there are three papers, three
yes,
subjects which they can write one after the another.
in any
Uh,
order.
yeah,
Actually,
in any order.
yeah.
Three parts are there, but they can write one, third, three. Can you name them? Like, what are the three parts?
So usually the part one is individuals, part two is business, and part three is representation. But
Okay.
we can write it in any order. It's not necessary that you do first and then you do the second. It can be done in any order. In fact, if somebody is really nice and then they can handle it, they can just write the exams in a couple of days. This and that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So this is all about like individual US taxation. Then you said the business and enrolled agents can also represent the appeals and all with
Oh yes,
IRS.
definitely.
Okay, right. That's great. That's great. And what details we are talking, I think they are there on the website. We will put the
Yes.
link of your Stream Education Academy details. So any Q&As, if you have related to this, you can comment below or you can get in touch with Sri Lakshmi. We'll be putting it in the
Sure.
description.
Yes.
Okay. The fees, as you said, it is $267 per paper,
Part.
free
Yes, per
paper,
paper. Yes.
plus the coaching. So just a very tentative, can we make that the whole cost of enrolled agent will come to around rupees 1 lakh plus, like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Want to give all the clarity so that students can get that confidence ki, okay, this is a good opportunity, all pros, cons, whatever it is actual, and then they can take your help if they want to take up this ahead. Right. One, the voice got disconnected. As you said, before writing the exam, they have to get the PTIN. Can you please come up again for this? What is that? PTIN
So
was
yes, PTIN
PTIN.
is a preparer tax identification number.
Okay.
So we use that first to enroll ourselves with the IRS. It is not only to become an enrolled agent. Once you're enrolled agent, even to prepare the tax return, we always sign off. If we're not signing it electrically, we use the PTIN. If we are signing it electrically, we apply for something called the EFIN. So electronic filing number. So PTIN is, it's a mandatory part for every tax preparer and somebody who's also preparing to be an enrolled agent. So PTIN, yes, we applied. Everything is online, and the fee is very nominal. It's about $19.75, and then it can be paid online. Yeah.
Right. So, do they need any other documentation like for patent? Do they need like passport and all?
Yes,
Is it so?
passport. Yes, passport which is
Okay.
notarized, and it is a standalone document. A passport which is notarized is good enough. Yes.
Great, great insights. So we have completed this segment where we have given you all the details about enrolled agent course, the subject. Okay, be frank with me and tell me one thing. How is the depth of learning? Like we know income tax. in India. We have done it in interfinal all. So
Right.
how is it these subjects depth? Like how you exactly have to study that, and can the level of the students, what caliber is required to study this subject?
I would say, compared to the other professional qualifications, because the exam style itself are MCQs, they test you the attention you pay to the details. So,
Okay.
and that comes when you need to be razor sharp with the concepts. If you are able to do that, if you're able to master that, then I feel it's a cakewalk. I honestly feel it's a cakewalk, and anybody who's been in this field, who's been doing taxes, because most of the students, the enrolled agent is a relatively new thing. People don't are not actually aware like engineering or medicine. So people who are already in the doing jobs or practicing for US CPA firms, they just go write the exams over a week. Actually, that's the fact.
Okay.
Yes.
So 6 months is enough time. How much time is needed to prepare and complete these exams?
I would say yes,
Excuse me.
somewhere between 4 to 6 months is good enough time to prepare for all the three papers. IRS website says you just need to spend about 100 hours per paper.
For
100 hours,
preparation.
yes, 100 hours is if you take 8 hours a day, it's about 2.5 weeks. So,
Okay.
yes.
That means that if someone is working, can they also enroll for this course as enrolled agent and add on to their degree? Is it possible with
It will
job?
definitely, because that is how the industry works, Deepti. Because, like we said, entirely it's online. So somebody who is flexible with their timings and who is available, who's good at what they do, that is all that's required. And see, most of us, see, all of us, like we usually take a break for different reasons, especially women. We take a break for different reasons. In spite of we being highly qualified, we take a break for various reasons. And then while coming back, there is a reason why we have to tell them, like the reason why I had to have this much of a career gap. So having this kind of a qualification actually will give you that edge to say, yes, I stayed back for so and so reason, but then I have an edge over me because of this. So yeah, it's a very possible thing to do.
Okay. But, one more thing I wanted to ask, when we were discussing these aspects about the job opportunities, and as you were saying after the break, when you were saying no, after the break, I could recollect last 2 decades I'm into teaching. So many of my students are now married, having babies, sitting at home, and they want to enhance their skills. So definitely, this is a very nice career for them, right? Okay. But the question is, spending 1 lakh rupees plus and the time and the effort, what is the money wise return? The opportunities, what you have said is good, and it has got a recognition, right? Like we have tax practitioners in India, this will be enrolled agents, US taxation practitioner. But what would be the monetary returns we can expect from this course?
So the starting pay is about somewhere between 4 to 6 lakhs if somebody is into a job, and once you are into the job, I know how much we've been paying, and how the industry is since the past 5 to 6 years post COVID, especially because of there is a lot of crunch even in India because it's just gaining momentum. So there are cases where we pay them somewhere between 25, 30, just because you have 5 to 6 years, 5 to 8 years of experience,
Oh,
provided you're good with communication, you are capable of handling the tax season, and you are very, very good conceptually. Sky's
great.
the limit. Yes.
Like how we become an expert. I've seen so many of CAs, my students now, they are like literally experts in tax planning. So
Right.
they have mastered that and now they're doing too good in their areas. So same opportunities you're saying, and it's a very nice figure what you said. I have introduced you, Sri Lakshmi, but something I wanted to add on. I've seen you wearing so many crowns. You are a CA, you are a CMA, you have also completed US CPA, and with 17 years of expertise in US tax planning. What
Right.
motivated you to shift on to teaching this enrolled agent course and coming up with your academy stream education? Let us know about it.
Yes. I have a very interesting story behind it. So this was way back in 2017, 18 when we were doing this outsourcing thing. I needed students. I mean, like I needed people. I needed a good team. So I found
Yes.
it difficult. I found it difficult, and that's when I happened to talk to uh, head of the department of a very well-known university, and he also knew the benefit of enrolled agent course, and then he said yes, let's start doing it. So we were the delivery partners, and then once we started doing it, it was a chain reaction, once we were in the market. So I had calls from Canada also, where people were like, okay, we want to join. So the main reason being, it was solely for my sake that I started, because every year I don't have to go and search for people, train them to do the taxes. So this way I'll have a team who are already
Yes.
trained, and
Yes.
then it will be beneficial for them, and it will be very, very useful for me also. And
Okay.
the market, it actually boomed. So right time, right place.
Okay.
Yes.
That's great. So they can get trained with you as an enrolled agent in stream education with you, with your team, and then
Yes.
you also provide them with opportunities along with the
Yes.
US taxation or other job opportunities, right? That's great. So it's a two-in-way process if they join with you.
Yes.
But from the student's point of view and your teaching experience, can you share what are the three biggest challenges enrolled agent students might face or they're facing while teaching you have observed?
Oh, yeah. So the first major thing I've observed is the tax jargon that we use. So, a simple example, in India, we don't have something like filing statuses. We don't differentiate between if they're single, if they're married filing jointly, or if they are a widow or a widower. We don't do that.
Mm.
But the
Mm.
US, for that matter, any country, the laws are based on the societal construct. So it takes a little bit of time to understand that. So the tax knowledge, the tax codes and everything. And the other thing, there is a lot of uncertainty about if the exam is going to be tough, or how are they going to attempt the exam. Multiple choice questions, it's very easy to miss one and then it's gone. So there is a lot of apprehension in terms of how the exam is going to be. And that the other thing I can say is that fear they have in terms of preparation, in terms of the future. So some of them, like, they're just looking for a way out.
Mm.
But yeah, when they're very apprehensive, so the tax code, and then how to prepare the exam, and then a lot of fear about how it's going to be. So these are the major things. If they are addressed properly, if people are taught properly, and we guide them, we mentor them personally, because each person, each student is different. They have their own reasons, what they're doing, why they're doing. So if you're able to do that, then I've seen people shine.
Okay, that's what I've seen in your feedback also, that you give a lot of one-on-one according to students' nature. You help them to prepare for the exam. May not be a very bulk, but the group of the students what you enroll, they actually get the results. Like we were talking yesterday, and one of your student cleared all the three.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
that is, yes. It was a coincidence.
Great, great, great.
Yes.
But and these challenges, what do you think if they practice these MCQs, mock drills, and all? Will they get that confidence or not? They'll prepare the concept, and once they go through these mock tests and all, then I think it will be easier for them, right?
Very easy, because that will give you, because multiple choice questions, they tend to practice hundreds and thousands of multiple choice questions, Deepti. So, once you do that, over a period of time, you become so confident. In fact, these, because I'm a CPA, and then CPA is also mostly, majority is multiple choice questions, and only a few is
Yes.
simulation. So I
Yes.
used to be raring to go write the exam because I was like, okay, let me go and write the exam and see how my score is going to be. That is the level of preparation that we usually have. Yes.
One offbeat question
Yes.
is like, even while writing the CA exam, I always tell to my students, Array, in May you are preparing CA, just write in June CMA, November, December, this link. Can you give some tip to those students also and everyone? Like, what is the mindset a student requires? And it's not easy to have these 3 degrees, what you are having. So, what exactly is the mindset required to write one exam immediately, the next exam, and then from here you also completed, you went to USA, right? And there you
Yes.
did your
CA.
USCPA. So what is the mindset required? Can you help all the students with this?
So the mindset first is that zeal to learn. It's not to write the exam, it's because you're actually learning for yourself. You actually feel good because
Yes.
you've learned something. So that is the first and foremost mindset. And the other thing which actually helped me crack the exams is a very practical way of looking at things, because if you're a CA, if you're an enrolled agent, so how are you going to handle this and how are you going to present it to the client? So think that and go write the exam. It is, yeah, you are bound to clear that. And conceptually, again, can never stress the importance of understanding the concepts, a very very deep understanding, and being able to join the dots. How is it, one code section is
Yes.
relevant to understand the other, be it accounting, be it taxation, anything. That and the curiosity, the zeal to learn. So these things, it's a combination. And when it comes to CA and CMA, I feel, it's one is a byproduct of the other. So,
Okay,
yes,
so you're saying you have to feel as if how a CA or CMA or enrolled agent will deal with it. So that's
yes,
what we say, act, feel, behave as if you already have it. So I
yes.
think that's what is that time manifestation affirmation was not there. But
Oh,
what you are saying is you have already visualized that I'm a CMA, I'm an enrolled agent, I'm a CA, and that's what have taken you till there.
exactly. Yeah, the happiness you get when you see those numbers, no, when you see the tax amount that you pay come down because you've identified something. So just thinking
Mm,
about it, yeah, that's enough. Yeah, that's enough to read
that
and be through the
that
grind. And yeah,
She Lakshmi, all your answers are showing how much passionate you are about taxation. Like we say, no, so many things are like linked up, as you
yeah,
called it, at joining the dots and conceptually clear.
right.
Right. Let us also talk about some of the myths about enrolled agents. Like one, I would ask you, with so many students ask me, is, ma'am, if we decide to and go for this enrolled agent course, and if we are not having any base knowledge of accounts balance sheet,
Okay.
is it possible? Or that's why you were saying go in the last year of the graduation. Is
Um,
this
so I shouldn't have used commas actually, but honestly, many of the team that we have doing US taxation are from non-commerce background. Yeah,
oh,
non-commerce background, because like we described, first is individuals, next is business, and the other is representation. Individuals are entirely focused on your wages, your rental income, your passive income, or your investment income. So it's just all your income put together, and
hmm.
then if you're eligible for any deductions or credits or anything as per the code, you get it done. So individuals, you really don't have to have any knowledge about what is a balance sheet, what is a P&L, or what exactly happens with the adjustments and everything. Yes, when we are preparing the business returns, like the partnership or the S
Yes.
corps and the C corps, then there will be bound to have like M1, M2 adjustments. That those adjustments, like we do in Indian taxes also, the adjustments. For that, yes, a little bit of taxation knowledge is necessary, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't go here, because when the job market as such is, are you a professional, or are you an expert in individual taxation, or are you an expert in business taxation? So
Okay.
everything has a separate background. So we don't have to think like, because I don't have an accounting background, I cannot get into US taxation, or I
Okay, that's a
cannot
myth.
do, yeah, I cannot do enrollation, because most of the
Okay.
people are completely from non-technical background, non-commerce background. Yeah,
So they are able to do it, and you are also, because you are already doing US taxation, you'll be like showing them practically also, like how
yes,
we show them the ITR returns, the website, and all. So that
right,
would be an added advantage, adding the practical experience to this, and that's what helps them to score marks when they take coaching here, right?
right, right,
Okay. Let's bring in little fun now. Can you talk about any
right.
hilarious moment or experience when you were teaching these, or while in your teaching journey as an enrolled agent with your students?
Yeah, so there is something called a substantial presence test. So, even we have it like in India, the residential test and everything, right? So, the
Yeah.
substantial presence test, and obviously we talk about nautical miles and then vessels and everything. So, um, I like there were a few students who were not able to understand that when I was using the words nautical miles and vessels. So I wanted to get the answer from them, and I kept asking them, so what is it that you see in the oceans? What do you see? And then one girl, she was like, fish. So
You're talking about nautical miles, okay.
right, right. So there are bound to be many, and yeah,
That's my experience also when I talk in the residential status class. So always we write that in the last 7 preceding previous years. So it is
right.
like PP wise we write preceding previous
Yes.
years, and they say PP is Pani Puri. I said no, it's not Pani Puri. It's the preceding previous year. Okay, it's a rapid fire time. Some
Oh,
quick answers, no thinking. Are you ready for it, Sri Lakshmi?
I'll try. I'll try.
Okay, chalo. The first one is IRS or CBDT, which sounds more scarier.
Um, that's a tough choice, but definitely IRS, because they're technologically they're extremely advanced to the point where they can pick a needle out of a haystack. Yes, so obviously I
Okay,
would be concerned.
IRS. So we can say like we have CBDT in India. That's what is IRS for the US taxation. One word your students use for you.
Relentless, I hope in a good way. So relentless, yes,
Okay, tea, coffee, or tax codes for breakfast.
definitely tax codes for lunch and
Like
dinner.
we keep talking about sections and forms, right?
Yes, so
Okay.
tax codes, the high it gives when we actually decode the code, so that's next level for breakfast, lunch, and dinner anytime.
Okay. One word that drives you while juggling in your US taxation season as well as your teaching career. What drives
Passion,
you?
passion,
Passion.
yeah, passion,
That's true. That takes everyone ahead in their life. So true.
yeah.
And last one thing is share with us your secret. Like everyone, we know that we have our own deadlines, cutoffs, family, job, pressure. What is your secret of handling pressure?
Being mentally strong, because tax season, India or US, there's going to be a
Okay.
lot of chaos. It is going to be chaotic. However prepared we are, come April 15th. April 15th is the deadline for individuals in the US, if no extension is filed. So come April 15th, those 2 weeks preceding that are very, very stressful and chaotic. So a right mindset and accepting things as they are,
Okay.
a good chocolate.
Oh, that's exactly one word what you have said to handle stress. For me, it is like singing, even before the class, or sometimes if nothing I can do, no, I will sit and start singing. That's the
Got
secret. So yours is chocolate. Great. Great to know that. Okay, let us guide the students who wish to enroll for this enrolled agent course. What is the shift in the mindset or what is required to help them study well and get this degree and go on to the field quickly? What exactly is required?
So when you say the shift in mindset, again, No mugging up, no by hearting. Understand the concept, become
Mm.
technically conceptually strong, and try to have a real world interpretation and implementation of what is learned. So practice, always practice, and eat,
Yes.
breathe, and live that. So that's the mind. Actually, we apply it for everything, not just for to pass a particular exam. Because Dipti, right, whatever we want to achieve, when we have our eyes on that, so we literally have to eat, live, and breathe that for a while until unless the goal is accomplished. So take it easy, don't feel stressed about it, and it's not a
Yes.
competition. Competition is always with yourself. How better are you compared to the previous day? So and always have a proper guide and a mentor. It can be anybody, even somebody who's your senior or somebody who's already been there and done that. So it doesn't take much to become an enroll agent or to become a CUS taxation expert, or for that matter, to actually love what you're doing. Yeah.
Wow. That's a great motivational insight.
Thank you.
And finally, what advice you would give to someone listening right now who's curious but still unsure, still confused about starting EA journey? What would you tell them?
Don't wait, don't procrastinate. So just take the leap. I'm saying just take the leap. You're not going to lose anything. So
Yes.
start off with the preparation. Slowly equip yourself with an entirely new world. Once you actually start making that forays into the new world, that is when you'll feel more comfortable and understand better and feel motivated. Because you will see a lot of successful people and people who are doing very well for themselves. So don't wait, just take the step.
Absolutely. After getting so much of insights about enrolled agent course, definitely students should go for it. And any more questions you have, we would be happy to answer them. And in the description, we would give you all the details about Shriem Education and the contact details with Sri Lakshmi. You can mail her, you can write your queries, you can comment below the video also, and
Yes.
definitely all your queries will be answered. Your
Perfect.
words were very right that just start, don't wait. Like we say, it's a 2 minute rule or 5 minute rule. That's what we follow. Lakshmi, thank you so much for being here with us in our Commerce Career Talks podcast.
The
It
pleasure is
was
all.
great.
Thank you.
Thank you. And it was great insights we got. I didn't realize it's more than 40 minutes. We thought it
Wow.
would be for 30 minutes. But hope, dear students, you all have got all insights about enrolled agent course. And in this Commerce Career Talks, we will be talking about all the different careers, ACCA, CMA, USCPA, everything in the upcoming. So stay tuned till then. Write all your queries, subscribe to the channel, comment below. That will motivate us to bring great speakers. And with all the new episode and all, we will see you in the next episode of Commerce Career Talks. Thank you so much for watching till here. Share, subscribe, comment, and stay tuned till we come up with the next episode. Thank you. Thank you, Sri Lakshmi. Bye.
Thank you once again. Bye bye.